Hey guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday today. You guys, it's going to be such a great video. I'm going to be talking about how to really speed up your manifestation to come in, why it is maybe taking long for you to experience your manifestation, and the most important, why your circumstances do not matter, and what to do to get it faster, pretty much. I know I've made so many videos about this, but it's really important, you guys. And sometimes it sounds repetitive, sometimes it sounds like, you know, you've heard it before, but it honestly is repeating itself over and over because you need to actually do it. You have to apply it. I know when I was manifesting things that I have now, I was fighting a lot with my reality, and that's something I'm going to be talking to you about, and how important it is to stop that. I know a lot of us fight our reality. I meet with clients every single day. I've seen thousands and thousands of clients throughout these years, and that is one pattern I see, like common denominator I see, is when you're worried, when you're anxious, you are literally fighting with your current reality, and that's what's stopping you from getting what you want faster and faster. It is. You can probably back this up on your own without even me giving you so many examples. If you look at things that have played out in your life that came really like super easy, things that were maybe just a thought or you didn't really care about, all of a sudden they show up so quick, so fast. And you're just like, oh, wow, I was just thinking about that and it happened, right? If you didn't see my last Friday's video, check it out. It's really about, like, it goes with this video, to be honest with you. Normalizing, how to normalize to get what you want, how to normalize your desire so it doesn't feel like it's on a pedestal for you, so it can come in quicker. Same kind of video today, but this last week, you guys, I had so many course client sessions. We were actually meeting one-on-one. In between, they did the courses, and I share this a lot. Like, a lot of you, I'm very proud of you, to be honest, and I'm very thankful that you guys are in between our sessions doing the courses as well, you know, to get like a head start. But so many of you are seeing movement, like with my money and abundance course, the EFT tapping courses. Those are new. A lot of people love that. It's so funny with EFT, like you feel like you're not really doing anything because it feels fun, but you're actually making changes subconsciously, and then you're seeing the changes in your reality, which is always so fun. But it's surprising how easily you can reprogram yourself through EFT tapping. So if you guys are interested, the courses are in the links are in the comment down below, the comment box or description box down below. I forgot to say, get your drinks, get your snacks, you guys. So get your drinks, get your snacks. I always like to share my drinks with you guys. I have a Perrier. It's called Forever Blackberry. So it's a blackberry flavored sparkling water, which actually tastes really good. I guess this is a new flavor. So cheers to you guys. Cheers to Friday. We're going to have a great video. And I intend you guys apply what I say in this video, just like last Friday's video, so you can start seeing movement that you want, desires flowing in the way you want. A lot of people I met with this week that had seen my last Friday's video said that they took on my challenge last Friday. They applied what I was talking about and they started to see movement. So let's make this like a trend where you take on the challenge, you apply it, and you see your own, the evidence show up. Okay, so cheers, you guys. Okay, you guys. Number one thing I see that is top of my list to share with you today. I don't think I've ever met anyone that has not done this, but you need to know this and you need to stop this. If you want your desire fast, and I'm talking about whether you want loads of money, whether you want your dream car, like I shared in last video, whether you want your specific person to come in, whether you want a third party out of the situation, Sometimes third parties could even be your person's work. They could just be prioritizing their work over you. So whatever it is that you want, okay? And it's covers way more than I just named. You have to accept your current reality. If you want movement faster, evidence coming in quicker, reality shifts, parallel reality shifts, you have to accept your current reality. What do I mean by that? Stop trying to fight what just happened. Whether you had an argument with your specific person, whether you just broke up, whether you just checked your bank account and you don't have enough, whether you just saw something on social media and you want to get to the bottom of it, you want to manipulate the situation, you want to control it, whatever it is, you need to accept the current reality. You broke up just now, it's okay. You can manifest it back. There's a third party, it's okay. You can manifest. What you're seeing in your 3D, and I haven't really mentioned this for a long time. Like, I used to talk about this in my old videos a lot, but what you're seeing in your 3D reality right now is old news. Whatever you're seeing is your thoughts that have accumulated, the negative ones, and you've probably made dominant long time ago, and now it's being pushed out, which is okay. When we fear something, I had a client, you guys, where she wanted to manifest this person and a committed relationship. And we worked together, and she did. She manifested the person, she manifested the commitment. But from day one until commitment day and after commitment day, she was impatient and in fear the whole time. So her manifestations were happening and happening and happening, but she wasn't focusing on how great it's all working out in her favor. Her focus was on, what if I lose him? 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 Right? And literally, because that was her dominant focus, she had put on a pedestal that, oh my God, what if I lose him? What if I lose him? And she never really calmed it down. Okay. And she manifested a breakup. But then she manifested her SP back in because we worked through it. So I want you to know, things happen. Like, yes, you can get a coach. Yes, you can get courses, but you have to actually apply what you need to do. Like, if you start off in fear and you stay in fear and you don't prioritize cleaning up that fear, and you don't prioritize really regulating your nervous system, which I preach 24/7, you're not going to be able to hold on to the manifestation. So my whole focus is not only manifest, but maintain what you manifest. That's what I preach all the time. Because yeah, you can get a text, you can get the person, but if you stay in the same version as you that first started, like you first really, really, really wanted it so bad, you put it on a pedestal, it was so outside of your reach, but some way, somehow you got the manifestation. You need to focus on maintaining it. It's never about, oh, the moment I get it, I could go back to my old lack self. No. The first way, the one and very important way you work on maintaining it, not even maintaining it. This helps you get the manifestation. This helps you maintain the manifestation. This helps you in literally every step of your manifestation journey. Stop fighting with your current reality, okay? You see bad stuff in your 3D, it's okay. You see good stuff, even better. Go focus on the good stuff you just manifested. Be grateful for it. Start focusing on it. Don't fall for that voice in your head that's making you focus dominantly on the lack, like you've been your whole life. We are programmed to focus on what is wrong, not what is right. Turn on the news. Is everybody talking about what is right? No. Music. Is most music talking about, you know, violence, killing, cheating, deception, right? It's most of what you're seeing around you is not talking about how great everything is going. Actually, the majority is negative, because why keep you in your power, right? Right? Is it not a threat for everyone to know how powerful they are, right? That's another topic for another video. But what I'm trying to say is, you can probably vouch for this on your own through, I mean, just observe the last few years of your life, or observe the last 10 years of your life. What is your tendency? Is your tendency to focus on how great things can go, or is your tendency to focus on all the fears and dramas and traumas that can come up and how you need to keep yourself safe? We know that our brain is way more focused on keeping us safe than keeping us happy, right? And you know this by probably even when you enter a room or when you enter a store, right? How many of you have kind of observed your surroundings, observed all the exits, observed, what are these people talking about? Are they talking about me? Or what is this weird person doing? Are they trying to like steal? Or are they trying to come and steal my purse? Or how many of us have seen like all this stuff on TikTok and social media and on the news, that all this stuff is happening and it's so normal, right? For us, it's normal to be in our survival mode. So your brain is trained that when you see something a little off, or even if you don't see anything off in your reality, when things are going great, your brain is still like, but what if it changes right now? But what if this person changes their mind? But what if this thing goes wrong? But what if I lose all my money, right? So knowing that your brain does that, which I'm not saying like hyper focus that your brain's going to think all the negative stuff. I'm just saying, if it comes up, and which it probably comes up more dominantly than you think everything's fine and dandy, right? So these things come up, this survival mode comes up when maybe you argue with your partner, or you argue with someone, or you have a disagreement, or you notice that they're not prioritizing you, they're prioritizing work, or they're trying to put someone else on a pedestal, or you know, the money's not in the bank account. So all of a sudden, when you see even like a small, tiny little droplet of something that could go wrong, right? You get into that mode and you start battling. You start battling, you start fighting, you're not okay. You're thinking of like 100 steps ahead. What do I do if this happens? What do I do if that happens? What if I do if this person breaks up with me, if they talk to a third party? You have to shut that down. How do you shut that down? Number one, you have to be aware that you're doing it. Number two, you need to regulate your nervous system. I literally preach this in all my videos. If you can't find ways to do it from the way I'm saying it now in these videos, like things I'm saying you can do, one by one, like step by step in my courses, I show you how. But I will give you a few examples. If you're not meditating, meditating is a very good way to regulate your nervous system. If you're not scripting your thoughts out and you're just fighting with them in your head, even writing them down and really seeing them for what it is, it's just fearful suggestions coming up in your brain. Scripting is very good. Write it, get it on paper, see it for what it is. They're just thoughts. They're nothing more. Okay, they don't have power over you until you decide to take the thoughts you want and dominantly like play with them. That's when you give them power. Okay, so you could do meditation, you could do scripting, you could do breath work. Breath work really calms the mind and brings you back to the present moment. What you really want to do is you want to separate yourself from what you're actually doing. So there's you, there's consciousness, and then there's character you in your movie, right? You're watching yourself react. You can watch yourself think through things. You can watch the thoughts come in and them go out without really reacting to them. You can be the observer, and you must practice this, because if you connect yourself to every little reaction, every little survival mode, and you identify as every version of every version that doesn't serve you, right? The fearful version, the version that believes every thought in their mind, the version that thinks they're going to be stepped all over, they're not going to be chosen, they're not going to be prioritized. If you keep saying, oh my God, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, without actually thinking, I'm not all of these things. I'm just watching it play out. I'm just watching. I don't have to be all of the above. I can be the version of myself that I choose. The way things are playing out, I don't have to take that in as my reality. I accept the current, understanding that I can manifest new. I can manifest better. And that brings your desire in faster. But when you fight with your current reality, right? And when you can't sit still in your current reality because you want to check that person's social media so bad, because in your brain, you think if you check their social media and if you see that they're not up to anything, then you'll be safe, right? Again, it's a safe survival mode, you see? Or let me check their social media. Maybe they are talking to someone. And if I see they're talking to someone, then I was right. I was always right. Some ego validation you're looking for, right? Again, you don't need to do any of that. Or let's say it's money, right? Checking your bank account 1,000 times in the next 2 days is not going to change anything if you're doing it from a place of lack and you're doing it from a place of not accepting right now that there's nothing there, but tomorrow there will be. Or maybe next week there will be. You don't know how, you don't know when, but you're accepting the current. You're okay with not having it in order to have it. This is why we accept our current reality. You need to enter that vibe that it's okay if I don't have it today, because I understand that I can have it tomorrow, in the next 5 minutes, in the next 5 days, in the next 5 weeks. And I will be okay because I am the source. I am co-creating with source. Source will never hurt me. Source will never abandon me. Even though sometimes you think it does not. When you feel like this source is abandoning you or things aren't working in your favor, it's actually waiting for you to trust it. It's waiting for you to trust it. And I know that sounds crazy, but you guys, from my personal experience, that was like a loud slap. From my personal experience, I can't tell you how many crazy miracles have happened when I've actually surrendered and I've said, God, okay, do your thing, because I can't anymore. I literally can't. Sometimes, unfortunately, we accept our current reality when it's too painful. Sometimes, and excuse my language, but sometimes shit needs to hit the fan in order for you to accept where you're at, because you're too exhausted fighting it. And sometimes you will get to that point and then your manifestation will come in, because you don't listen to the first nudge and the second nudge and the third nudge, and you still want to control, you still want to manipulate, you still want to go and figure out the how and figure it all out on your own. You forget that you're backed up by this force, this universal law that's working constantly, which we can call God. Some people, I call it God, because it is a force that is kind of like all-knowing. It knows everything in every way and everyone that is involved, and it knows how to get you to it. You are looking at this life And if you are an OG viewer of mine, I hope you've paid attention to my old videos, because I've mentioned this in my old videos, but you are looking at life like this, okay? So whatever's in front of you, you can see. You're not really seeing your problem or your situation or your world from an aerial view. You're not seeing it like that. The force is. The force is seeing it from every angle, okay? And it sees from up top. This is just an example, you guys, okay? Just follow me. So it can see from up top everyone involved. Like it's almost like a puppet show, okay? And it's saying, oh, this character here wants to be with this character here, and there's 3 characters in between. So this character sees these 3 characters before getting to their SP, sees these characters as a threat, okay? When this person can accept what's in front of them as it is what it is, I surrender because I know I have a huge power and knowledge at play. These 3, what happens? Force says, okay, this person goes and finds their other person over here. This other person goes, finds their other person here. This third person goes, finds their other person here. And the path is open for you two to now reconcile or meet if you've never met the person before. The force sees everything from all of the above point of view, much more than you can, right? So when you try to go and figure out the how of how do I get more money, how can I get it now, how do I get this person I want, there's like 3 other people that are entertaining, whatever, your job is not to figure out the how, because that character movement of this person goes here, this person goes there, that's on the all-knowing. You put your desire in. When you put your desire in, you are telling subconscious and the all-knowing power, get to work. And it gets to work. It will never hurt you on purpose. This force will never hurt you on purpose. This force says yes. It always says yes. So if you say, I'm pathetic, I'm never chosen, I'm never prioritized, why me, why me, why me? Force says, okay, why you? Let me show you why you. Let me show you more. You're pathetic? Okay, I didn't think you're pathetic, but let me show you more. So stop that. Stop with the negative self-talk, the self-pity. You know better than that. I challenge you this weekend. We are not speaking low of yourself or people involved. Maybe it's your SP, maybe it's your boss, whoever's going to get you the money, however you think you're going to get the money. You are not talking low of yourself. I literally, remember I told you guys in the last video, I have a family member that's always like, they're always like wanting to win jackpots and stuff, but then they're always complaining how they don't. So I had to correct that same person today again. And they were like, see, I'm so positive. I always say we're going to win, but I never do. Shit never happens for me. And I said, stop right there. It doesn't matter that you're so positive. You're still coming back dominantly to things don't work out for you. So imagine there's a scale here, okay? And you're positive just a few grams, right? And then you're negative like 20 grams, okay? Which one's heavier? Obviously, the negativity is heavier. So you're feeding your mind, shit doesn't work out for me, it doesn't work out for me, it doesn't work out for me. And your brain is like, okay, I got a little bit of things do work out for you, but dominantly I'm getting it doesn't work out for you. So let me prove to you more and more situations. Let me show you more evidence that matches your story, because I gotta link up with you and we're doing this together. So your story counts. You tell me the story, I'll make the evidence match the story. So the moral of this story, you guys, the moral of this video is stop fighting your current reality, it is old and dead. It is old news. Remember, you guys, you know what's funny? Like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, in my old videos, I gave an analogy where if you have one um water bottle, okay, with this much like dirt on the bottom of the bottle, right? And then you take a clean like water bottle and you start pouring it into the dirty one, right? What happens to that dirty residue? It comes up to the surface, right? Your negative story is now coming up to the surface that you've been working on all these years, okay? And recently on TikTok, I see a lot of creators now. They actually made videos on it, but actually like showing you the analogy, which is very cool. I think I'm heard from everywhere, which is cool. But the dirty residue is your old story in the bottle. Then there's your new story in the new bottle, and you're pouring it into your experience, okay? You're pouring this new story into your experience. So this old residue must come up and overflow. Sometimes that overflows in arguments. Sometimes that overflows in third parties. Sometimes it overflows if your money story is weak, in a weak money story, okay? All of this can be changed and your circumstances do not matter. I literally had clients coming to me with zero, literally, in their checking and savings accounts and in their debit accounts, literally $0. I've literally heard people say, I just used my like last savings on the session because I know if I invest in myself, I'm going to manifest such a mindset that I'm going to keep manifesting more and more and more money, and I'm going to change the story, which is very true because those people manifested $25,000 with me, 50,000, 100,000. I have clients in the millions now. There's no cap. There's no cap. There's like, you could break the ceiling. It doesn't matter. You're so powerful. So the moral of today's story is stop fighting with your current reality and stop fighting with your current circumstances, because that is what hinders your success. That is what lags your evidence to show up faster. I promise you. I don't think I've ever had a more difficult client than me. Okay, so you sweethearts that think that you are difficult clients for me, try me. There is literally no obstacle we can't win. Okay, so don't you worry about that. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And I want you to know, like, I've literally had clients that meet with me. I have clients that meet with me every single day because they're so anxious about their current circumstances. And we've even overcome that. Like, there is no circumstance that's too hard. There is no situation that is, you are the exception and you're not going to get your manifestation. I promise you, you will, if you can accept where you are now. Acceptance means surrender. Surrender means no resistance. No resistance means you just open the door for that person to come in, the opportunity to come in, the money to come in, because you're no longer holding it shut with your resistant energy. Okay? You guys, I hope this video helped. I love you. Happy freaking weekend. If you guys need step-by-step guided help, like homework, links for my courses are going to be in the description box down below. If you need coaching with me, links are in the description box down below for one-on-one coaching. You guys, if you go online and you don't see any available spots, just email us. A lot of times people cancel, reschedule. So I know for those of you that have tried, like, I'm fully booked and all that, but just email in. We'll try to get you in whenever you want. So I love you guys. Thank you for all your beautiful, beautiful likes and comments and everything. And I hope this video resonated. If it did, let me know. If you feel a little better after watching this and a little more like, you know, you're ready to actually accept your current, knowing that you can manifest everything going forward, let me know. I love you. I'll see you in next Friday's video. Bye.